Yo, what up, people? What's poppin'? So, me and Miles was talking earlier, right? And we were saying that you have to be a player out here in this game. You have to. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You got to be a player, meaning you have to mess with a lot of different women.
Right.
Like a lot of chicks.
Mm-hmm.
And the main reason why is because at any fucking moment, the woman that you're dealing with could charge you to the game. You understand what I'm saying? And you know that happens often, more often than you think. And this is the thing, shit could be going really good with a girl, and she'll text you or call you and say, "Hey, I can't do this no more," and you're confused because you're like, "I thought shit was going good." You understand what I'm saying? But the reason why the girl will call it a day is because she may be feeling, intimidated by the situation. She wants more than you're willing to give her. Like, for example, Miles, you was with some chick and she was talking about she can't fuck with you no more because she wanted a commitment or some shit, and she was like, tell these niggas.
It was. I mean, the text was confusing. I mean, but basically it was just like, the dick game is crazy, and she's like, she ain't trying to force nobody to be in a relationship, but it's like, of course you're gonna say that because I ain't trying to be in a relationship,
right?
So, and you can't force me to do shit. You see what I'm saying? But it's like when you a real dude, when you out here like really doing your thing, and you're honest and you let them know what it is. Because a woman's feelings are like, they can get really intense.
Right.
Sometimes they feel like they can't fuck with you because it's like it's like you take them to a level that they're not used to. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And because of that, sometimes it's like, for example, it's like you know that feeling when you clicking up a fucking roller coaster, and the higher you click is the more you feel like yelling down at the fucking operator, like, yo,
stop
get off, we gotta get off of this shit. You know what I mean? Like, stop this shit, let me get off. You feel me? But you can't do that. You gotta take the whole ride.
Right.
Sometimes what happens is when you first meet a chick, y'all first start dealing, or y'all first start fucking, y'all first start dating,
right?
And you showing her the type of real nigga that you are. You showing her the type of quality man that she's dealing with. She feels like she's clicking up that fucking roller coaster.
Right.
And what's gonna happen is, at a certain point, the roller coaster is gonna turn and start to go down. You understand?
Right.
And that downturn it could mean a lot of things. It's because it's all symbolic. But the fact of the matter is, this is the honeymoon stage. But the closer you get to the top, is the more scared you feel, and because you start to feel like, shit, what if this crashes and burns? What if I catch feelings? What if I start to feel like I want more from this dude, and he don't want to give it to me?
Right.
I'm gonna feel disappointed. I'm gonna feel this way. I'm gonna feel that way. So we click into the top of the roller coaster, and she not willing to fucking, because let me tell you something. Everybody knows on the roller coaster, the best part of the ride is that first fucking drop. That's the best part of the ride.
Right.
But it's also the worst part of the ride, because it's the scariest part of the ride.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Sometimes when you're dealing with a chick, she's not willing to go there. She's not willing to feel that. So she'll fucking text you and say some crazy shit like, well, I'm gonna have to fall back, and don't call me no more, and I don't want to see you anymore. I'm not interested. You know what I'm saying? So, and even then, you gotta keep your composure. You know what I'm saying? You can't get mad. You can't try to call them up, be like, what's wrong? Oh my God! Are you trying to leave me? Like, you can't do that shit. You gotta be calm. You gotta be chill.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You just gotta like just be cool about it. You feel me? And then, because you already know what it is, because you a quality nigga. So when chicks start acting funny, there's no reason for you to lose your mind. Right. Like, just be calm, be cool. I mean, shit. A lot of time, we all know that women, they deal in emotion, and emotions can change. Right. So hey, leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you could hit her up later, or maybe wait for her to hit you up. Maybe she still hit you up. Maybe because when chicks are feeling shit, they gotta say something. They gotta do something. They gotta, you understand? Because again, going back to the roller coaster analogy, once you start falling, you don't have any control.
Exactly.
You understand?
You
So a lot of
you just
times,
gotta take it.
you just got to take the ride and brace yourself and scream or whatever the fuck you got to do to get through that first drop. You got to do it. But the thing with chicks is that they try to grasp for straws. They try to like pull onto any mechanism they can to try to have control of the situation.
Right.
So because they know they can't force you to do anything that they want you to do or that they think they might want you to do, they try to just cut the shit.
They're like,
Right. Like you said.
They're like, I'm not
they
here.
put like if there was an eject button on a roller coaster seat, she would pull that shit.
Right.
And after she gone, like I'm done, I'm gone. Like you feel me?
Right. It's
So,
that fear because look, you gotta understand that a woman, she's like, okay, I'm feeling this guy, but I can't control how I feel, and I don't want to feel this way.
Right.
I don't want to have these feelings because the shit will be going good. You could be having a good time with this girl. You like each other. The sex is good. Everything is great. But because she's feeling those feelings of, damn, I'm really feeling this guy, but I'm scared that he might play me or break my heart.
Right.
In order to not feel those feelings, she's like, well, let me cut it off because cutting it off is less painful than what could happen if she starts to fall more and more in love with you. See what I'm saying?
And on top of that, with her being so emotional, she's always gonna think the worst.
Right, exactly.
He's gonna play me. He's gonna dog me out. He's gonna lie to me. He's gonna fucking,
Right.
He's gonna rob me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And so this is why you got to be a player because you're thinking, oh, well, if shit goes good, then things will happen.
Right.
But even when shit goes good, because of her emotions, she could cut it off.
Exactly.
This is the funny part because this is the ironic part about this whole situation. When you're a guy who's on point and you're a high quality dude, you can attract higher quality women, but at the same time, though, right, you also are intimidating to women. So therefore, women that you are interested in, right, they will eject and fall back, not because you're not interesting, not because they don't like you, but because they're scared of what might happen in the situation.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And this is why you have to be a player. This is why you have to have multiple women.
Right.
Because you start to get comfortable thinking, oh well, this girl likes me. I like her. Everything is cool. And then you start getting super comfortable.
Right.
And then you get that text one day talking about, oh, I feel this and I feel that and I feel, you understand what I'm saying? And the thing is, like Miles was saying, you can't go crazy over it. When shit like that happens, you have to fall back because you can never, ever, ever try to really, I would say, rationalize or try to make sense of a situation with the woman when she's in that state of mind.
Right, when she's in her emotions.
Right, you can't do it.
Because feelings are not facts, so there's no way to really make sense of
Right.
it. So you just gotta fall back, or I mean, sometimes if you're intuitive and you kind of know the person you're talking to, sometimes you can, do something or say something to either rectify the situation or even sometimes you can just change the fucking subject.
Right.
Because again, they're just in their emotions. They still like you. They still want to be with you. But it's like, fuck.
Right.
This nigga's like one of the best niggas I ever fucked with in my life. And I would hate to see some shit go wrong with him. So I gotta cut it off.
Right.
That's just how she was feeling at the time.
Right.
But maybe you hit her up later, or maybe you give her a couple of days for the emotion to pass, and then you'd be like, hey, let's meet up for a coffee or something like that. And then you'll see that she'll be like, okay, cool, and then y'all meet up, and it doesn't even make sense for you to bring the shit up.
Right.
It doesn't even make sense for you to bring the shit up.
Right. It's just you just keep
it moving.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because the difference between men and women is this. When we think about, like, if you were to call a chick right now that you're fucking with and tell her, hey, I don't think this is working. We should just keep it moving, and it is what it is, right? You're usually saying that because you mean it.
Right, you're done.
You're done. You feel what I'm saying?
You're not even feeling any emotions.
Right.
It's your mind telling you that shit is done.
Right. So you're doing it in that sense. But when a woman's doing it, it's about how she feels right now. Like as we're recording this is 4 p.m. on the dot.
Right.
However the woman's feeling right now at 4 p.m., there's probably there's a woman literally right now texting a dude telling him, hey, I don't think we can do this anymore. I feel a certain type of way, yada, yada, yada.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And probably next week, she's going to call that guy back when she's feeling better. She misses him. She's thinking about him, whatever the fuck it is. Sometimes they don't call you back because they end up getting with another dude,
right.
and then they just do their thing, and maybe she'll call you back a year later or whatever the fuck.
Whatever, right.
Right? But it goes down that way because based off of how they're feeling at that moment, that's when they are going to react that way. Also, what you have to understand is certain women, they will, like for example, if something's going wrong with a particular guy that they're dealing with, right? Mm-hmm. Sometimes they look at it as, I can't fuck with any dudes, period. You understand what I'm saying? And
the other text.
Right. He got
another text. I got another text.
From another chick, right?
From another chick.
Right.
Bagged this chick, what was it? Saturday?
Saturday, I think.
Saturday. Bagged shorty Saturday. Great exchange. Beautiful. Gave hugs, kisses, and every fucking thing. Just upon meeting her. Right. Got the number. She before I could text her, she texted me. It was so great meeting you, all of this shit.
Right.
So I was like, look, Tuesday night, let's do something. You know, let's. I know you gonna have a long day. I'm gonna have a long day. Let's figure out something and we can unwind together. She said this was Sunday. Right. She was like, that sounds nice, so on and so forth. Right. So I hit her up Monday morning or Monday early, and I was like, yo, keep me posted on your schedule and let me know, you know, the area of where you're ending your day, so we can find some place nice to get a drink and chill.
Chill, right?
You understand? She hit me this morning. Talking about, yo, I just broke up with the guy, because she had mentioned that she was seeing somebody, right? When we first met. So she went ahead to tell me, I just broke up with this guy, and right now I'm not feeling men, so I think I'm gonna have to postpone our meeting this evening and blah blah blah. Right. Yo, it's like you gotta laugh at this shit because it's funny. It's because listen. Think about this, because I'm telling you, men and women are different, bro. We're different. Because if I'm dealing with a chick, right, and we broke up or we're not seeing each other anymore, right, and I have some new girl that wants to see me tonight, I'm seeing that girl tonight. I'm excited. I'm like, yes. I'm like, let's make it happen. Because nigga, when you doing this shit for real, right, you're gonna have shit set up throughout the week. There's no way a bitch is gonna piss me off on Monday or Tuesday, and that's gonna stop me from seeing my bitches on Thursday and Friday. Exactly, right. You understand me? Right. No way. Right. But I'm supposed to be, this is what I'm dealing with, because you fucking with some fuck nigga, and now because of him, you're blocking your chances at discovering the man of value that I am. You're literally blocking your blessings, bitch. Right. You see what I'm saying? And this is why you gotta be a player, man. You have to be. You got to. And it's not that you want to be. It's a fucking necessity, bro. It's a necessity because remember, Lucario let y'all niggas know you gotta be vetting these chicks at least for a year to 18 months. Exactly. At least for a year to 18 months. Before so within that time, a bitch might not make it. Exactly. A bitch might not make it to the 18 months. So if she's not gonna make it and she's gonna get into her emotions and text you that she don't want to see you no more, you gotta have backup plans. You have. Let me tell you something. But then you know we're talking about all this complicated emotional shit. Right. I told y'all niggas. I fucking told y'all. Y'all think these bitches is so on point. I had a date Sunday night. Sunday, not even Sunday night. Like Sunday at around 6 or 7 or something. Shit like that, because the places that I like to go to, they close a little bit early on Sundays. Right. But Sunday was the only free day that I could hook up with this broad. My nigga, I did my thing. I said, you know, we set the day for Sunday. Right. And then I hit her up midday Sunday. Hit her up midday Sunday like, yo, what's good? Are we still good for this evening? Yes, we are. And then I sent her the address and the time and everything. And she said, okay, cool, thanks. See you there. Right. Son, so I told y'all we meeting up at like 6, 7. Bitch hit me at 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock talking about, oh, I forgot tomorrow's a school day and I got to get my kids ready for school. I'm so sorry. I had no idea. This is totally my fault. I apologize. I ain't even reply. I fucking erased the thread. Like I'm like whatever.
Right.
What the fuck ever. You understand? But and even that forces you to understand why you gotta be a player, why you gotta have backup plans.
Because who knows because she could, like I said in the last video, I was like, it don't even matter why the chick flake. Because she could be she could be lying, she could actually have forgotten, whatever the fuck it means.
She talking about her kid gotta go to school. No, the father of that kid has to take her to school tonight or some shit.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's what happened.
Fucking lay that dick down. And she's like, oh shit. Baby father coming back. I gotta cancel on this other nigga that I don't even know nothing about.
Right.
At least I know baby father dick is good.
Right.
So I'm left out in the cold.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Fuck out of here, man.
And I'm telling you, this is why you guys have to fucking be a player. Because it's about you solidifying situations for you.
For you.
You understand what I'm saying? So that you can get shit popping for you. Because what happens is, this is what guys do. This is the goofy shit. And this is what women do, but guys end up doing this also. If you meet a chick, right, that you really like, and everything is going good, what dudes start to do is get lazy. And then they start to, get comfortable. You get fucking comfortable and you stop talking to women. You're like, well, I'm cool. Like I'm talking to like these two girls. Nigga.
Never get comfortable.
Nigga, you can't be just talking to two girls. There has to be constant females coming in.
Got to be.
At all times.
Got to be.
At all times.
I had another joint tell me. Shorty told me after a lovely evening too, after a lovely date.
Right.
We talking, flirting, kissing, all the sexual innuendo is going out. You understand? And she told me that she liked a certain thing when during sex or whatever, right? So I hit her up like I think it was 2 days later. I was like, so when can we meet up so I can do that thing to you that you like? That thing that she likes during sex.
Right.
When can we meet up so I can? And she hey, how you doing? And I was like, after all like, hey, how you doing shit, I said, yeah, cool. So when are you free? Like back to the fucking point.
Exactly.
She hit me talking about, I feel I should be honest and let you know that I'm not sexually active right now.
It's like, what? See, my thing is, I think she got an STD. That's what I was thinking.
Or a flare-up or something.
Something going on.
And it's all good.
Right.
It's all good. Whatever it is, it's all good. I just hit her back like, when you're back active, holler at me.
Exactly. That's what you can do. That's what you can do. Because I told you guys from before.
And I hope she doesn't have an STD.
I told you guys from before that at the beginning of a situation with a woman, at the beginning of the relationship, meaning you just started talking to this girl, you just started hooking up, whatever the fuck it is, right? This is the time when it's easiest for a woman to fall back and leave. You understand?
Right, you did say that. It's
right,
true. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Right. So
you did say that the other day.
So
it's a fact.
So you got to understand that at the beginning, this is going to happen, and one of the reasons why is because they're not that emotionally attached to you.
Right.
Now, when they do get emotionally attached to you, or get more emotionally attached to you after you've been fucking for a while or whatever, right? What can make them leave is the fear, like what happened in your situation with the first girl who was digging down, and now she's like, oh, I just feel like, whatever, because she wanted a commitment, or she felt like
she felt herself moving towards that direction.
So then she bounced and she wanted to bounce.
Right.
Then you have the other girl who she was in a situation with another dude.
Right.
And she made the situation with the dude stop her from moving on to another situation.
And let me show you something that's fucked up. The supposed Sunday. No, Sunday worked out. Fuck. or no, Monday. Check this out. Check this out. Still the same shit. The chick that told me the bullshit about breaking up with the dude and not feeling men anymore.
Right.
If it wasn't for the chick who had to take her kid to school, I could have saw her Monday. I could have switched it up and saw the feelings, the chick that's in her feelings on Monday. So I probably could have circumvented the whole shit, the whole bad experience she had with the other nigga.
Right.
Right? But because I had, but again, as a man, as a real nigga, you're an equal opportunity nigga. So if I have a date on Monday, I'm not gonna break it off for the next bitch. Right? But the bitch could flake on me. You see what I'm saying? That's why we be telling y'all, like, as a man, all the responsibility lies on you. But you set these dates, these bitches say they down, and then they call you back talking about, oh, my kids gotta go to school, I didn't remember. What kind of mother are you? That you don't know when your kids is going to school, bitch?
And that's another thing.
No, wait, and you fucking up my possible plans with my other bitches.
Right, that's what I'm about to say.
You see what I'm saying?
That's what I was about to say. That's the part that's crazy. That's the part that's crazy because, see, what happens is this, right? Let's say you tell a chick, let's meet Friday at 8 o'clock, right? She's like, cool. Then what happens is Friday comes, and let's say Thursday night, another chick hit you up and said, hey, are you free Friday? Right? But you're not free Friday because you got this chick you're supposed to see at 8 o'clock.
Right.
Then you hit up the chick on Friday to confirm, and then she hits you up talking about, oh, I don't know, something came up, I can't make it, blah, blah, blah. So now you missed out. So you're not seeing this chick. And then now you can't see the other chick because you done told her you had some shit to do on Friday. But the first chick fucked up you seeing the second chick because she had that slot. You see what I'm saying? So now your fucking schedule is all over the fucking place.
All over the place.
You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, let's say you do hit the other chick back and say, hey, listen, I'm actually gonna be free tonight. She's probably not free now because she done made plans, right? Now, because you're a player and you want to go out on a Friday night with a chick or you know, get some shit popping or smash something, you gotta call one of your other chicks and see what's good.
Right.
But in order for you to have those other chicks to call, you gotta be a fucking player.
You have to be.
You see what I'm saying? It's crazy because the women out here, they're too fickle, too flaky, and too emotional. You understand what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit going on. Right? And so, like when I say that you gotta wait a year to 18 months before you even make a chick your girl or make it a serious thing, is like we said earlier, is that you have to see if she can stand that test of time, because once a woman stands the test of time, when she's getting to that point, that's when a chick is more solidified on your team.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying?
More seasoned.
Yes.
More seasoned.
That's the girl that, you know, she becomes more of a reliable chick. That's more of your base.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
That's your base, and those are the bottom chicks.
See, the reason why you need time, right, is that like Lucario said early, is that early in the interaction, early in the relationship, if you will, right, so to speak,
right,
because you know, just meeting a girl, getting her number, that's not a relationship, but it's some sort of relation. So early in the relation, right, that's when they can leave, right. But as time goes on, because here's the thing with chicks, and when you're a player, this is basically what you do. You're fishing. You understand?
Right.
You on your boat. You throw out your line. You reel them in. They spend some time on the boat. Then you throw them back.
Right.
And then you throw out your line again. And the ones that want to spend time on your boat, they'll get back on the line, and you'll bring them back in and spend some time with them and throw them back. Because here's the thing: as a real dude, you're not. This is why we tell you to not text chicks too much, don't call chicks a lot, because you want them to live their life, but you need them to come when you call them.
Right.
You understand? Live your life, sweetheart. I want you to be free. I want you to do your thing. But when I call you, you come.
Right.
You understand? And so through the 12 to 18 months, you'll do that a bunch of times. You bring them in, spend time, have a great time, quality time, and you throw them out. Bring them in, throw them out. Bring them in, throw them out. And I don't know no raunchy, creepy shit. I'm just saying, like, this is how you work, because you want these chicks to have a frame of mind where it's basically like this. Like, say you have a dog, right? You have some people, like, because they're trying to train the dog to always know where the house is, they'll literally put the dog in a car and drive him miles away from the house, let him out and drive back home.
Right.
And they'll do it in increments.
Right.
They'll do 2 blocks away, 4 blocks away, half a mile away, quarter mile away, and then a whole mile, then 2 miles, then 10 miles. Just to see if that dog can have a fucking like homing beacon to come back home, and he's loyal to that location.
Right.
So it's the same thing with the chick. It's like you're constantly you bring her in and you let her know what type of real nigga you are, and then you let her go. You understand? They always say that if you love something, let it go, and if it comes back to you, then it's for real.
Right.
You understand? And that's basically what you're doing with a lot of these chicks. So all these chicks that claim they want to be your girl, you let her go. And then the next thing you know, she texting you like, "Oh, I can't do this no more," and then she blocking you from her phone.
Right.
That wasn't the one.
Exactly. That's she failed the fucking test.
She failed. You understand?
You know what I
But
mean?
a chick that could deal with the shit for 12, 13, 16, 18 months and still be there, ready and willing. So when you say, "Hey, come over," she's like, "Yup."
Right.
She's ready to come over. Like, okay, just give me an hour because like, I gotta finish up something. But I'll be right over there, daddy. That's the bitch you want in your corner. That's the bitch who you want to like consider and still not even yet make your girl, but consider that she could even remotely hold that type of position.
Right.
You
Because
understand?
it's one thing. It's where she comes when you call, but also you see how how much she's trying to get at you.
Right.
Without even it being provoked.
Right.
Because like when you throw her back, is she hitting you up, even before you even need to like hit her up the next time, right? And that's showing that interest. So you're like, okay, she's hitting me back up, she's sending me messages, she's trying to see what's good. And also when I hit her up, she's responsive and she's ready to meet up with me and make stuff happen.
Right.
Right? And so that's a girl you take more seriously. But within that time frame, when you're doing your thing and you're throwing it back and doing anything and throwing it back, once they start to have that fear, or once they start acting funny, that's a girl you can't really take seriously because she's already showing that she's not down.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? Because I always said this. Her desire, listen to me guys, I've said this a bunch of times, but I need you guys to understand. Her desire has to override her fear.
Woo!
You understand what I'm saying?
Say that again.
Her desire has to override her fear.
Her desire to fuck with you
Exactly.
has to override her fear of not being with you ever again.
Exactly.
You understand?
You know what I mean? Because it's like this. She could be like, damn, well, I'm scared that if I fuck with this guy, he's going to play me, right? But her desire should be like, I want this guy so bad. I want to be with this guy so bad. I want him in my life so bad that I'm willing to risk the heartache that might happen. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's the type of chicks that you take seriously.
Exactly. A bitch gotta be willing to sacrifice, my
Right.
nigga.
Right.
She gotta be willing to sacrifice. If she's not willing to sacrifice, you don't want her.
Right.
You don't want her. Trust me. You don't. You might think you want her because she's cute or whatever. You don't really want her, man. You don't
And
want her.
especially you gotta understand that it's like this in the beginning of the situation. If a chick is acting funny, it tells you that this is the type of chick that you can't really fucking take it serious. It's like, okay, if you have a business, right, and let's say you had somebody working there for 5 years, right, and they've been on point and everything. If they come in late, for the first time in like 5 years, you're like, okay, well, it's all good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you came late, that's fine, but because you've been here for 5 years, you've been on point, everything's been cool, you've been doing a great job. You were 10 minutes late today, that's nothing. You understand what I'm saying? But imagine this is the first day of work for somebody and they're 10, 15 minutes late.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? You're looking at them like, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, so that's what happens with a lot of these chicks where it's the beginning, right? And they are already showing signs that they can't be taken seriously.
Right.
And so what happens is that when you're dealing with these chicks, and this is why I say you gotta be a player because you gotta deal with all these different girls. When you start dealing with these chicks and they start acting funny from the beginning, you can still deal with them. Doesn't mean you have to totally get rid of them.
Right.
Right? Because like the girl's like, oh well, I'm feeling weird about guys right now because this other guy did this and I'm feeling a certain way. Or the girl's like, oh well, I feel like I need to fall back. Whatever. Those women at this point should be designated basically to sort of like fuck buddy status. You understand what I'm saying? And
it's sort of a demotion.
Right, it's a demotion. And if they want to get back to that point where you could take them seriously again, they have to, it's almost like they're starting from the beginning.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? It's like getting left back in 5th grade. Now you got to do 5th grade all over again. You feel what I'm saying? So it started where, okay, we was at maybe 2 months, 3 months. Now she's back to 0 months.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Now she's back to the beginning. You feel what I'm saying? And I would even say negative 1 month, truthfully, because you gotta really, you know what I'm saying?
Right, because you broke the trust.
Right, you fucked it up.
You broke the trust. Now you gotta start. You gotta start back.
Back. You gotta start back to even get to square one.
Right.
And then we come. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta do more shit. And this is why I'm telling you guys, you have to be a fucking player.
You have.
I did a video years ago about this actually, where I was saying that. Because guys, even if you're, because dudes will be like, well, I don't want to be a player, I just want a girlfriend. Even if you want a girlfriend, you still have to be a fucking player.
Gotta be a player, bro.
You understand what I'm saying? Because you have to go through a lot of different women to find the right women for you.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
And a lot of the shit you learn by fucking with other chicks help you to deal with the ones that you're really interested in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Matter of fact, it's like, if I'm thinking about it now, it's like you really have no choice.
You have no choice.
But to be a player.
You have no choice.
Because if you're not being a player, you're gonna fail.
You're gonna fail because listen.
You know what I'm saying?
You see all the shit I mentioned to y'all about all the chicks that I had stuff set up with them and they flaking on me for different reasons. And notice I made it a point to say that I was cool. I didn't go get bent out of shape or call a chick up trying to rectify the situation and all this. Excuse me. What happens is these things teach you patience with females, and you have to have patience with them,
right?
Because their emotions make them crazy, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. They're not necessarily clinically insane people, but because their emotions are so mood swings and hormones and who knows. These bitches' periods might be coming and they don't even know. Probably tonight they're gonna start seeing spots and realize, oh shit, I fucking said that bullshit to that nigga, and it's really because my hormones are shifting because my period is coming.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And you as a man, you don't know, but the point is, don't let it fuck with you. Don't let it hey bitch, what the fuck is wrong with you? Or, oh, sorry, what's the matter? What did I do? What can I do to rectify the situation?
Right.
Chill.
Right.
Chill, Winston. Chill. Just relax, because they crazy. Just keep more bitches in the arsenal.
Exactly.
Keep more bitches in the arsenal. You understand? Because let me tell you something, bro. We told y'all the other day that you shouldn't lie to your girls. You shouldn't lie to your girls, right? Now I got one of my chicks. She's a chick that I even look to because she's a little bit older than me, so I even look to her for game in some situations. And not that I take the game from her, but I get a female's perspective, so I can then understand the masculine perspective even more. And I told her about a situation that I had the other day with a female, and I put it down to her, and I put it, and we discussed it, and she told me her point of view, and my nigga, that actually brought us closer together.
Right.
You understand? So sometimes if you on your game correctly and you understand what you're doing, and you're an honest guy, and you keep shit real with these broads. Fucking with other bitches can actually bring you closer to your the bitches that are basically staying on the boat forever.
Exactly,
like them bitches, it'll bring you closer to them. Because when you explain to a bitch like, okay, so this went down and I handled it in this situation, and and I had to charge the bitch because of whatever. The bitch is looking at you like, damn, like she looks at you and realizes this nigga could have done so many things on some simping just to try to get the pussy, but he charged that bitch. And she actually has more respect for you. And it actually brings you closer together because she's looking at you like, this is a real nigga for real.
Exactly, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And she has a certain level of respect, and she sees that you're not a weak nigga. Like she sees that you're not when a chick sees that you actually have purpose and reason and like logic and realness behind everything that you do, she can't help but fucking respect you. Right. And that type of when the pussy get wet off of respect, it's like nothing else.
Exactly.
It's like nothing else, my nigga.
Exactly.
Trust me.
Exactly. And like I was saying earlier, it's like you guys have no choice, really. Because what I mean by that is if you're out here just dating women, right, and you're talking to one girl at a time. You understand what I'm saying? Or just one girl that you got with and you really like or whatever and all this other shit, right? When she starts acting up, now you have no chicks to deal with.
Right.
Also, because she's the only girl, it's inevitable you're gonna start acting needy. You understand what I'm saying? You're gonna get that quote unquote one-itis and all that other shit.
Right. You don't want that.
So you're already gonna fuck it up, and what's gonna happen is it's gonna make it harder for you to grow in dealing with women in relationships.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because what happens is that when you're dealing with the multiple women, it's teaching you how to manage and deal with women. You understand?
Right.
From all different angles. And so what happens is when you find a woman you actually like and y'all get together, she will, if she's the right chick who's gonna, stand the test of time, you will be equipped to have her go through those 12 to 18 months. Because every time when I'm saying, hey, a chick has to be with you for a long time, you still have to be on point in order for a chick to be with you for a long time. You understand? It's not just about her fucking with you for a long time. It's about you got to be the type of guy who a woman says, I want to fuck with this guy for a long amount of time. Because let's say she is the type of girl who doesn't fear getting her heart broken that much or whatever, and she really likes you. Let's say she is the type of woman who isn't acting funny because some other dude she been messing with made her hate men or whatever the fuck it was. You understand? Or let's say she's not feeling super intimidated by you to where she can't deal with you. Let's say everything is like cool and she wants to continue to see you. But if you're a cornball, if you're a guy who's lame and don't have game, she's going to fall back because of that. Right. You see what I'm saying? And so what happens is that you have to be on point so that when you do meet that chick, you guys are able to go this way and go in the same direction. See, it's always better for a chick to leave you because it was something she did than her to leave you because of something you did. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Right. And that's what I'm talking about. You see what I mean?
And every experience you go through, it's really, we always tell you to look inside. You understand? So you can say, like, let's just say there was a fire in your building, right? Yeah, you learn how to deal with fire, but the most important lesson you learned was actually a lesson about yourself and how you respond. Because let's just say you saw the fire and you had two choices. You could have either fucking panicked and just started running around the room like, there's fire. Or you could fucking say to yourself, yo, I gotta go get the mop bucket, fill it up, and start throwing water on the fire. And then let's say you happen to put out the fire, and then you're a hero and and you put out the fire. But it's not about the fact that you put out the fire. It's about the fact that you put out the fire inside and you was able to collect your mental faculties and handle the external situation. Right. But in order for you to fucking go get the bucket, you have to have a conversation with yourself first. You have to learn something about yourself first before you dealt with the external situation. And that's the beauty of dealing with bitches. If you can reach a level where you can stomach it. You understand? Once you get to that level, that's when you can start to develop patience. You can start to develop tolerance. You can start to develop a certain type of cool confidence about yourself. To even to the point where you'll even start dealing with rejection better. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Because imagine you got 2 or 3 chicks on your team and all of them is wilding out, having mood swings, yelling at you, doing shit, and you calm and cool, and you just be like, okay, baby, I see you in a mood right now. I'm gonna leave, and I'll hit you up in a couple of days. Right. Because you a cool nigga. So imagine when you on the street and you go up to a chick and you be like, hey, baby, what's going on? And she, well, I'm not interested. Get out of my face. You just looking at her the same way you was looking at your bitch. Like, all right, cool. I see you in a certain type of mood. I'm gonna just leave you alone. You have a nice day. Right. And it's nothing. Right. It's nothing. But see, that comes from the constant, I told y'all niggas, with women. I told y'all niggas, like, when you play video games and you get experience points, it's the same shit. Right. So, and it's really from in here. It's not about the females. It's about the lessons you learn from understanding. Because you take all this shit in and you have to process it. And when you process it and you realize, all I have to do is be patient, cool, calm, and have tolerance for all these fucking illogical female tantrums and mood swings. I'm good.
And because it does help on those levels. Because, like, for example, if you guys watched the live stream we did the other day, I think it was the one that was titled "Why Black Women Are Single."
Right.
If you notice in that video, I kept getting out the fucking shot.
Right.
Y'all watch it again. Y'all were like, "Yo, where Lucario going?" Whatever. Right. So while that stream was happening, I got a call from my roommate. Now remember, I'm in Florida right now. Right. And so my wife is at home. You know what I'm saying? And my wife has diabetes. So she had low blood sugar, and she was like, her blood sugar went so low that she freaking collapsed and was on the floor. You understand? So while the stream was going, while Miles was on the stream, I was in the other room on the phone, you know, with my roommate helped, and I was guiding him to help her get her blood sugar back up. So he had to give her some food. He had to go test her blood. He had to get her kit. So I had to teach him how to do all the shit.
Right.
So I'm on the phone in the middle of, I'm doing my show and I'm trying to help my wife over the phone miles away. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And so because I've had so much time dealing with women, people, situations, it's made it easier for me to deal with situations like that, to where I don't panic and go crazy. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And so she, he was able to help her out. Everything was all good, and shit happened. So when we're telling you guys, oh, get with all these chicks, and dudes like, oh, well, why you gotta mess with us? It's not about the chicks. We keep telling you it's not about the women. It's about you. It's about training yourself to deal with these situations. This is why I said, if you have no choice but to do the player shit, because even if you want that one girl and you want it to work out, you're going to fail because you are not trained in dealing with those situations. So you're not going to be trained to deal with her.
Right.
It's not an easy thing to have a long-term healthy relationship with a woman. Right. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta know how to deal with this shit.
A woman is a different person from one moment to the next.
Right. You feel what I'm saying?
Understand? So it's like a metaphor, right? If because of a female's emotions, she can literally be a different person from one moment to the next.
Exactly.
So that's why you have to have experience with different women.
Exactly right. Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? As a logical man, usually you're the same person every fucking day because you're a man.
Right.
It's what you do. You have your once you have your direction and you have your purpose, you're pretty much the same nigga every day, no matter what. Right. You'll grow. We all grow with experience, but you'll be pretty much the same nigga every day, no matter what. A female, on the other hand, look, for 7 days out the week, she's a person that's bleeding. Out the month. For 7 days, for 5 to 7 days out the month, she's a person that's bleeding. Right, and a couple of days before that bleeding session, she has spikes and lows in her fucking hormones. You understand? Like, these things happen. Like, it's, if she gets stressed out at work, if she gets into a car accident, if somebody looks at her funny, if somebody's gossiping about it, whatever it is, a family member, something happens to a family member, these things put her in different places, and she literally, mentally and emotionally speaking, becomes a different fucking person from one moment to the next. You have to know how to deal with all those people.
Exactly. Right.
You have to know how to manage all those people.
Exactly.
Which is why it's so important for you to fuck with different bitches. And my nigga, if you the type of nigga that's like you're quote unquote faithful, at least have female friends.
Right.
I say still fuck with female friends. Still go out with them, talk with them. Interact with them just so you could get a feel of the different energies, because trust me, when you get home to your own bitch, you're dealing with multiple people regardless. You can't get away from it. Right. You can't get around it. You understand?
Those are facts. And that's why you gotta be a goddamn player, man.
You gotta be a player, baby.
All right, so we out of here. Peace. Later.